Miss Molly, it's camera time. Miss Una, camera. Yeah. Low res is short for low resolution, and for those of you who haven't played Atari, it is little squares um, to make an image, or pixels you might say. Maybe 3 or 4 to an inch, I don't remember, something like that. And high resolution is lines. And, oh yeah, the low res, they had colors too. They would assign a color. And maybe the lines, I don't remember. But we had a box that we used algebraic notation to construct, like on a graph, X is so high and, X is so far out and Y is so far up, etc., etc. And then we'd move it over, say X is, X is equal to X plus 1, and then construct a black box behind it to move so that it had the appearance of moving across the screen. And it would sort of blink as it went because the black box was following it. So that was animation that we did. We didn't go beyond that in this class or any others I took. And our final project was called Fortune Teller, where you'd pick a number between 1 and 6 and it would tell you a fortune. And we had 6 scenarios on there. I forgot what they were. But it would just pull up the scenario that corresponded with the number that you picked. In college, I took Visual Basic. Well, I started a Fortran class, but this is where I met Gail Sanders. She was a teacher. And I kept asking questions that she couldn't answer, but I had to drop the class because, I had some problems. But later on I met her in Bible study, and she was hawking used books out of her basement. So I would get my books from the library discards just like she did. I ran into her there at least once. And I took Visual Basic with IBM's. It was, obviously it was newer, but with visual, like learning how to put buttons and where to put them, and scroll bars, and maybe a dial and where to put them, and so on, that kind of thing. And C programming my senior year. The programs are only worth 10% of our grade, so I knew that they would take up 90% of my time. So I chose to spend my time studying the book, preparing for the tests. But from what I could tell, the programs weren't that much different than the ones we wrote in middle school, as far as what they could do. Our instructor also taught the state certified course for programmable logic controllers.